Hey, thanks for checking out our demo. Let me start off and introduce myself. My name is Ken French. I'm the president and founder of Snoozzy. And I just want to start off and say that I think it's important that you understand that both myself and Kerry, our background is in the insurance industry. My grandfather was in this business. My father was in this business. I got in the business in the late 90s. And back then, we used to have a family owned business called NAS Financial, which was really like a general agency, an FMO. And our clients were independent agents who sold employee benefits, Medicare, life insurance, health insurance. And for those, basically 10 years that I worked there, I used to help our clients, our agents, use technology to grow their businesses. And towards the middle of the 2000s, that turned into building websites for our top agents and agencies. And to make a very long story short, healthcare reform came at the end of 2009, and we decided to sell the business. And when we sold the business, Kerry and myself started Snoozzy to kind of keep doing what we were doing, which was building websites. So here we are now, almost 18 years later, and we're still doing the same thing. We work specifically with independent agents and small agencies. It doesn't matter if you sell Medicare or employee benefits, health insurance, life insurance, annuities, retirement stuff. We even work with P&C agents, CFPs, accountants. And basically, we do two things. We can build you a new website, which we're going to build and help you manage. And we can help you post educational content on your social media pages daily. And, really, I have three goals for working with you. One, we got to develop a brand for you. So, if someone's referred to you and they Google you, we've got to make sure they find you. Obviously, we've got to help you cross-sell products. In this industry, unfortunately, things are getting tighter. So it's all about selling those secondary products. And most importantly, we want to build you something that's functional, something that you can use with your clients so that you can become more efficient and you can help more clients. So going back to number one, having this online brand. I talk to a lot of agents and they always tell me when I sit and have lunch with somebody, I always get the sale. But sometimes it's harder when someone's referred to me and I don't get to meet them, up front. And that's what we want to help you do. If someone Googles you, you've got to have what they call a Google business listing. And here's an example of one from one of my clients, right? So imagine someone's referred to Bonnie. They go into Google and say, well, I just want to do some diligence on Bonnie and make sure she's legit. We've got to make sure you have what they call a Google business listing that pops up. And you can see that Bonnie has 63 five-star reviews. We want to get you there. We want to get you to have your own Google business listing. We're going to integrate that with the website so people can review you. It'll go into the Google business listing. All this kind of stuff, again, it helps brand you. Then once they go to the website, we want to make sure that we do a good job at explaining who you are, why they should work with you, what your process is going to be. Again, I work with literally hundreds of agents, and everyone's got a different style. Some people still do in-person meetings. Other people use Zoom. Other people just do it over the phone. Some people do everything. The website has to review you, who you are, what your process is. Again, it should integrate all of your Google reviews that you're getting so people can see, yes, this is a legit agent who's not going to disappear on me, someone who's going to help me. So to me, that's number one. We want to make sure the website looks good, it tells your story, and explains to people who you are. And of course, it would be good too to have a social media presence that's active. So if people check that out, they can see, yes, Bonnie is the guru. Every day she's talking about Medicare and life insurance and health insurance. She's not going to disappear on me like that other agent I had that I got real frustrated with. So in my opinion, that is the first and most basic thing. Number two, we want to make sure that we do a good job having a strategy to help you cross-sell your secondary products. Whether you start off with Medicare and try to cross-sell annuities and life insurance, whether you're selling P&C and looking to cross-sell the health, It doesn't matter. The key is the site needs to be very strong with what you focus on, but then there are some spots within where we need to have things that pop up that say, hey, we also do this kind of stuff. And then most importantly, your site needs to be functional. One of the most common phone calls I get is, hey, Ken, I'm a little gun shy about getting a new website. 2 years ago, I spent thousands of dollars on this site, and this company promised me the world. They said I was going to get all these leads. And the first question I always have for those types of calls is I say, okay, you spent thousands of dollars. How many people a week do you send to your website? How are you using your website? What was the strategy you developed when you built it? And every time these agents come back and say, there's no strategy. I don't send anybody to the website. I was just hoping people would find the website. That's what they promised me. And I sit there and I kind of chuckle a little bit. I go, look, reality check, there's about 200,000 independent insurance agent websites out there. Nobody is just going to magically find your website and magically choose you to do business with you. You've got to have a multi-purpose strategy where you're using the website for customer service. It's branded. So if someone's referred to you and they find you, it does a good job at, obviously, selling you. And three, you've got to have some key components in it that you're using for marketing. In today's world, most agents on their websites, and I'll try to bring up that sample again, they'll have tools like where people can go to their schedule and schedule a meeting with them. A lot of my Medicare clients have tools like an SOA form or retire flow built into the site where clients can sign that right off the site. I have other clients that they go and do a lot of Zoom calls, and they'll take people to the site and take them into their online shopping portals where people can shop right off the site, but they'll use those portals in the meetings. There's no right answer on how to make the site functional, but if you're going to work with Kerry and I, the site is going to be functional, and we are going to have a game plan on how you use this website. The game plan cannot be you're hoping people magically find the site. We're going to, step one, if we work together, is we're going to do a 15-minute consultation. And I want to go through your product focus. I want to go through your selling style. And I want to go through your comfort level with technology. And I will try to lay out a game plan for how we would help you. And if obviously there's synergy there, then we'll move forward to the next step. But in this day and age, just basic things like if somebody calls you up and they get your voicemail, that voicemail should direct the consumer, if they want, to go to the website, to click on your calendar, to schedule a call with you. To me, that's just basic stuff. It's professional. The consumer is going to appreciate that. So our website services are pretty simple. There is no setup fee. That's always the most common question. How much is this going to cost? It's not going to cost anything. There's no setup fee. We will do an interview, probably about 30 minutes. That'll be after the 15-minute consultation, just to make sure we can help you. If you have our agent services, we actually even have a 1-month kind of free trial. So let's say you sign up on January 1st. We would do the interview. It would take us about 3 days after the interview to build you a rough draft. We would send you over the rough draft. We would go through it together, fine tune it, and get it up and running. We can use whatever web address you have. Your email is not going to change. We're not going to get involved with that. And then if you're satisfied with what we come up with, your cost is going to be $85, and you would pay your first one 1 month later. So let's say February 1st. The $85 includes everything. It includes building the site, hosting the site. If you need changes to the site, we're here to do them for you. There's no cost. If you need to redesign the site each year, no cost, that's included. Obviously, we're going to build in things that you have, right? Your technology. If you have online shopping links, your own calendar, we can integrate your CRM. We can integrate Google Analytics. All these things are custom built. So whatever you have and you want to put into the site, it's not going to be a problem. It's not. I think at the end of the day, I want to make sure you're using the site. And to me, that's the key. We also offer an agency level website package. This is going to be for agencies that want to, maybe you have sub agents and you want to feature all your sub agents on the site. It's for someone who really is recruiting, who wants to have password protected pages, or maybe have some sort of zip code search where somebody puts a zip code in and then the agents in that area that are closest pop up. We have all those capabilities. Our agency package does not come with a free trial, but it's the same as the agent package. There's no setup cost. It's $125 a month. And again, if you're interested in this, we really need to have an initial consultation first, because there'll be a lot of strategy that goes into it. So again, the process, step one, we've got to set up a consultation. Again, I don't take everyone on as a client. I've got to make sure we can help you. And I always tell people, I'm very, very blunt. If you have goals and objectives, I want to understand them. I'm going to come back and tell you, hey, this is what I can accomplish. And if there's synergy, we'll set up that 30-minute interview. And then it's about a 1-week project from start to finish to get the thing built and up and running for you. As I mentioned before, Kerry and I, we don't do this for fun. We've been doing this a long time. I want to make sure that I can help you. We only are profitable if we work with you for about a year and a half. So if we build this site and spend 25, 30 hours building it, and you only last 2 or 3 months, that kills us. So I don't want to say we're picky, but I want to say that we are, going to review your situation, and we're going to make sure there's a plan in place so that we can help you for the long term. We also offer a social media content service. This is great for agents who understand the importance of a business social media presence for their insurance business, but they don't have time to do it themselves. That's really what we do. We go in Monday through Friday and we post educational content based on the products you sell to Facebook, LinkedIn, and X Twitter. If you don't have those pages, we can also set them up for you. And again, we post educational articles, updates, tips, deadline reminders. If you're involved with Medicare, we're very versed in CMS compliance. All the stuff we post is compliant. Of course, you can still post yourself, but really this is for someone who says, I get it, Ken. I get the fact that if someone Googles me and they find my Facebook page and I haven't posted in 6 months, that looks bad. That looks like I quit the business. So those are the types of people we help the best. It's just you don't have the time. So you bring us in and we do the daily drudgery of social media. The social media service, again, monthly contract, $115 a month. We do also offer what I call a bundle package. That's what our elite package is. So again, just to review, we really do 2 things. We can help you build and manage your website. If you're an independent agent or like a husband and wife business, you need our agent package, which is $85 a month. If you're a larger agency that has employees, has sub-agents, needs additional features, that's our agency package, which is $125 a month. The social media by itself is $115, and then the bundle package is either $175 for the agent or $225 for the agency. And just know that the elite package, when you sign up, there is no free trial for that. I mean, that's for serious people who are ready to, start off running per se. So what I suggest is if you're interested in our services, look around the website. I have samples on here. I have some educational videos about social media and marketing. Check out all that stuff. And if you like what you see, you can click on the I'm interested button and my calendar is there. Or you can just go to calendly.com/Snoozzy, set up the initial interested consultation, and we can have a good chat. Like I said, I'm going to go through your product focus, your comfort level with technology, your selling style, and then we can review my services and we can kind of see if there's a blueprint for working together. Again, we're not trying to be nasty or friendly, we're just trying to have a game plan. And like I said, we don't fool around here. We are here to get you results. If we get you results, you will be a client forever. I literally have 200 clients that have been with me since 2010. So, that is the end goal. And we look forward to chatting with you. So thanks for coming on, and be happy to chat.